Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about the YouTube channel IGN. And IGN are a group of game journalists. And as we all know, today gaming journalism and stuff is just bad. It shouldn't be a thing. Gaming journalists are very bad at their duties.
How long has it been since we've had a chance to jump into a cool fighter jet and just blow stuff up without having to memorize a thick flight manual? Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown brings the welcome return of a series and a genre that's been long absent from gaming's mainstream. But while it delivers a fair amount of fun flying and exciting dogfights, AC7 often feels impenetrable because of its obtuse story and lack of info for new and returning players. The exciting, arcadey gameplay that kept Ace Combat going from 1995 to 2014 is still present and a lot of fun. You'll blow up bombers, chase down ace enemy pilots, and dismantle enemy bases one missile at a time across a wide array of scenarios and landscapes. Well, you can pick it up and play it.
That's not what he's supposed to use the targeting pod for. In that mission, which I have not played in my gameplay set, you're supposed to aim the targeting pod at missile silos, and it's used to guide bomber planes to drop bombs on the missile silos. And this guy is basically misusing that to ask the bombers to drop bombs on ground targets that you can easily take down with your own personal missiles.
Basic level, dogfighting in Ace Combat is, and always has been, surprisingly complex. There are tricks and advanced maneuvers to figure out using the advanced turning controls that bring lots of nuance to the combat. There's also a fair bit of strategy in planning your attack. Maximizing your efficiency is crucial because you're always under.
Did he just try to strike a plane from that angle? Who does that? You have to get behind a plane in real life and in this game to open fire. Otherwise, there's no doubt you're gonna miss. This guy is definitely this guy. This reviewer definitely doesn't belong in the aviation industry or in
The gun, either due to
or in the job of reviewing games in this franchise or similar franchises.
time limit or simply because you have a lot of planes to splash. Given that, and that we're all out of practice since it's been almost 5 years since the last Ace Combat game, it's baffling how little Ace Combat 7 offers in the way of refresher training and tutorials. Even on easy, the difficulty meant for those.
You know, actually, in Mission 1, there are some tutorials in the form of yellow colored text that explain the basics of the game. And they explain everything. But clearly this guy can't fucking read like everyone else. So if you can't read, then this is not a game for you. It's obvious. We don't. The reason they put the tutorials in text is because we don't. Because otherwise, everyone could find the person speaking the tutorials an annoying shitbag. And also, and that just makes this guy ignorant.
Who are new to the Ace Combat series, there are just a few text prompts in the opening missions to explain the most basic controls. That said, you will look good during all your trial and error learning because even though Ace Combat 7 plays like a game from a previous decade, its meticulously detailed jets and landscapes look shiny and new. And, like Forza Horizon 4 and Just Cause 4, Ace Combat 7 features impressively detailed weather conditions. Not only do these events give each mission a sense of place, but weather hazards like strong wind and bolts of lightning can make flying treacherous.
Predator acquired. Lock on. 5 minutes remaining.
Which this guy is literally using standard controls, which are trash. And don't get me wrong, I've also used standard controls. I had to clear my voice during my previous Ace Combat stream, with the Ace Combat stream before the most recent one.
While there is a lot to like about its look and feel, Ace Combat 7 leans way too heavily on its nonsensical story. A Suicide Squad-like team of prisoner pilots conscripted into a war sounds like a perfectly light and breezy excuse to get you in the air, but it's overwrought and hard to follow. Worse, you can't really avoid it.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
Even if you skip the cutscenes, there's a heaping helping of exposition in every mission briefing, and a steady stream of inane commentary from your squad mates and mission commands during each level. You need to pay attention to all that dialogue because it sometimes provides context that will help you understand your mission. Even then, goals and rules aren't always clear, and too many of the 10 to 15 hours worth of campaign missions are tedious escort or stealth objectives. That kills some of the momentum from the more exciting missions where you blow up a base or
Actually, not all of them are about escorting. Most of them are not about are not stealth missions or so-called tedious escort missions. The ones I can think of that had some sort of that had any kind of form of escorting was Mission 3, Mission 7, Mission 7, Mission 10, Mission 16, and can't think of any other mission.
dogfight skilled enemy pilots.
Locked on. Go down.
Though the campaign is the main draw, Ace Combat 7 also has an engaging, if not always satisfying, multiplayer mode. Whether you're in an
Are you really using an F-16 in multiplayer? You know there are many people probably using way better planes than the F-16, which were given as a starter plane when you start the game.
free-for-all or team-based dogfight scrum, dogfights in multiplayer games tend to play out much slower than those in the campaign. It's easy to dodge an incoming missile, but your targets dodge just as well, so it's tough to land a hit.
Actually, due to the spammers, this game is multiplayer is filled with people who spam this one kind of missile called a QAM, which means quick maneuver air-to-air missile, and that means its turns can be very sharp. So dodging it is not an easy task. So it's good for very maneuverable enemy aircraft, especially in campaign mode, because if you're playing with real humans, you'll know that especially people who are experienced enough will be very good at evading and really looking like they're playing with the joysticks of their controllers, or since the game is also a PC game, they'd be pressing WASD a lot. Or I don't know about the controls, but I'm sure they work in the WASD form if you aren't using a T-Hotus 4 flight stick.
Given that every round is just 5 minutes, it's definitely possible to come away with a loss that feels like you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown is a great-looking arcade flight combat game, and zipping over high-quality terrain, trying to establish missile locks and evade pursuers can be a lot of fun. But the experience often gets weighed down by its weird and convoluted but persistent story and poor communication of objectives. It's enough to prove that there's room for this series to make a comeback, though this game probably won't be the one to jumpstart it.
Fox 2.
For more on Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, check out the first 15 minutes of gameplay. Plus, you'll find more high-flying explosions in our reviews of Just Cause 4 and Battlefield 5's multiplayer. And for everything else, stick with us right here at IGN.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron. This is Cyclops 1.
As you can see, that review was not that great. And also, as you saw from this comment from Lee Wan, they did not mention VR. And yes, you can play this game in VR, but you play as a different character from Ace Combat 4. This different character is a veteran known as Mobius 1, as his call sign, and he, in the VR version of Ace Combat 7, which you need PlayStation VR for that. I don't know about the PC versions of it, or the Xbox versions, but I don't know if you can play VR on the Xbox version. I could be wrong. Maybe you need your own VR headset that is not related to Xbox for it. For PlayStation, you need PlayStation VR, and I've seen, and from what I've learned about the game so far, if you want to get Ace Combat 7 on the best graphics, you gotta get the PC edition of it that you can get on Steam, and from I've seen people playing the VR version with better graphics than I got, since I play it with PlayStation VR, actually, of course, and I could do a gameplay of it in VR. That would be fun. And I've seen people playing Ace Combat 7. I've seen some people playing Ace Combat 7 in VR with better graphics than I get. So I'm assuming it's people on PC and you need like your own separate VR headset to connect it to the computer or something. I don't know. But enough about explaining VR. And well, this this review was not very good. As you can see from this comment from Killer Queen 0000, game didn't play itself for me. 7 out of 10. That is actually a very hilarious comment. That's actually a translation. That's a good way to translate the review. Did you know there are 3 types of Ace Combat noobs? Those who play on easy settings, and those who need tutorials, and those who can't follow the story. Those are 3. And him, he was a true noob. This review is pretty bad. And quite famously, Mike Epstein, a reviewer on games, his reviews are pretty bad. I'll probably just look at a review on another game that I know. What's another game that I know? And I know well. Spider-Man PS4 maybe. Yes, I do have Spider-Man PS4. It's an absolutely good game. It's amazing. The lighting is so amazing. Graphics is freaking good. Attention to detail is amazing. So much effort put into it, but the developers are absolute shit. So it's baffling that such garbage developers made a game like Spider-Man PS4, because Insomniac made it, and Insomniac once even arrested employees over one of the Spidey suits in the game. Seriously, they got employees arrested over fictional clothing, which is idiotic as fuck if you ask me. Just who does that? Anyway, I'll just look at I wonder if IGN reviewed it, and I'll look like an idiot if they didn't. Did they review it? Yes, they did. I was just messing around with the screen.
Spider-Man on PS4 delighted me at nearly every step of its 15-hour adventure, with a surprisingly deep tale focused on the plights of both...
This is a different review from a different guy, so I hope that at least this one, I hope that this one is bad so that I can get better content.
Spider-Man and Peter Parker. The story combined with exciting web-swinging, web-based gadgets, and web-centric puns made for plenty of great action. Insomniac Games' superhero outing is a thrilling adventure, though one occasionally caught up in a web of overly familiar trappings. At its core, Insomniac Games' adventure strives to make you feel like Spider-Man, and thankfully, it succeeds at nearly every swing across Manhattan's rooftops. Swinging around feels quite simply spectacular. There is definitely a small learning curve, but after learning the basics, it becomes nearly effortless to make Spider-Man look graceful in every swing, leap, and lunge. And man, does it feel good to find the right mix of leaping, swinging, web-zipping, and wall running. I've spent hours just webbing around the city and diving off the tops of the Empire State Building or Avengers Tower, enjoying the open city without actually completing tasks.
You know what? I won't get content from this because this review is true. Never mind. This video ends here. Die.